you were in government. The fact that sexual assaults have gone up over the past years is a pretty damning indictment, isn't it?
Well, look, it's something which the last government did take incredibly seriously under successive Home Secretaries. There was a whole initiative established called Operation Sateria with the police and actually working with academics to figure out the best way of identifying perpetrators of particularly rape and serious sexual assault and bring them to justice to increase the conviction rate. There was a whole cross-government task force chaired by the previous Justice Secretary designed to make the entire justice system respond better to rape and serious sexual assault, but also violence against women and girls more broadly. There were a succession of safeguarding ministers who were really committed to this. People like Laura Farris, who did fantastic work in this area. Actually, Victoria Atkins, for many years, was safeguarding minister as well. So there was a huge initiative underway to improve conviction rates, to improve the way the police respond to violence against women and girls, which I hope the new government, and I'm sure they will, continue that work. But it's something that needs to be a top priority for not just the police, but the whole criminal justice system, including the court system as well.
Well, yes, and this report by the NAO does acknowledge that the Home Office, when you were in government, did create a dedicated team. But they say that that department found it challenging to get buy-in from other government departments. And they actually said there was a limited understanding of what actually works to help reduce these crimes. And the fact is that crimes were not reduced.
Well, so I mentioned Operation Sateria. So this was an initiative that was developed with leading academics to work out the best way of identifying, arresting and prosecuting perpetrators. And that meant things like making sure victims were properly looked after. The last government introduced these things called ISVAs, Independent Sexual Violence Advisors, to help support victims, because obviously going to the police and then giving evidence and going through the criminal justice process can be quite a daunting prospect. So they were designed to support victims going through that process. And that was delivering results. So it started off being piloted in about 4 or 5 different areas. And the conviction rate, for example, for rape went up dramatically, like it went up by 2 or 3 times in the areas where it was piloted. And about a year and a half ago, roughly speaking, may even have been 2 years ago now, Operation Sateria was rolled out across the whole country by the police. And I think in the coming years, we'll see the benefit of that. I'm sure the new government will continue with it, but that was designed to address exactly the problem that the NOA were highlighting.